Hi everyone, it's an update about what's going on in my life. I was prepared to go get my last load of furniture this coming week, but something has happened. My son's girlfriend is very sick, and I won't go into any details, but she's going to need medical attention, and so we may have to delay that. I surely wouldn't want her to be moving furniture in this state of mind and the state of her health right now. So, yeah, that kind of puts a damper in everything because I don't have a toaster. So I'm eating an English muffin, not toasted, which is bizarre. You will miss your toaster, so let's all have a little bite here. Okay. Okay. We all know about my cat problem. I've tried everything. Well, one thing that actually works, and that is the motion detector sprinkler. Those cats, the deer, nothing goes near that because they don't ever know what direction that sprinkler is going to shoot at them. It's quite funny, okay? Back to my cow. I bought this at Rite Aid when they were in business, and then Walgreens bought most of them out. I think they bought 2,000 something. So yeah, so I fixed that, but the mulch that I put in the front yard, they are using that as a litter pan. So I wish I had bought stone. I may have to eventually, because when it rains, you can smell the cat urine and it is overwhelming. So because my son has a truck, I may go get a load of stone, because that is the perfect landscape material, people, because I did own a landscape company for 40 years. And for those of you who said that I married into the company, you are so damn wrong. Actually, you're being real stupid. I started it in about 1976. And it was in my name only, because if my ex was up a tree, it was hard for him to sign documents and loans and stuff like that. So I just put it in my name to make it simple. And 25 years later, then we started an LLC, and then I added him as half owner. So there you go. So, the cat problem, I actually bought a car cover. And let me tell you what, I've been researching car covers, and they usually don't last more than 3 months, and the wind usually whips through them, and they say that it's got 7 layers of protection. It usually turns out to only be 3 layers of protection. Yeah, a lot of you all like thinking that I married into money. No, I didn't. We were so poor. I had to put girls' clothes on my son. Yeah. We were very, very poor when I got married. My husband worked 13 years straight, no day off, side work and his regular employment for us to get to where, you know, where we were at. Yeah, so yeah, we were very, very poor. Until you've been poor, you can't appreciate having money. So, now, so I guess I won't be going to get my last load of furniture. I don't want to put a burden on anybody in my life. You know, I don't want to hurt anybody. But there was a big fight in our neighborhood. I think it was yesterday. The man, you could see the man's face being stomped. Yeah, it was down the street. Oh my God, now I missed it all. Yeah, there's cops visit this neighborhood quite often. And so I am renewing my concealed weapons permit. And I think it's important. I think anybody who has had police training should, because you might be the only one that stops one of these viral shooters. You might be the only saving grace, you know. It still makes me so mad when I knew that the police did not go into that school, but one of the mothers was handcuffed, told not to go in. She gets out of the handcuffs and goes in and gets her children. Let me tell you what, we need more of those women. Let me tell you, cops are not always right. That's why I'm not a cop anymore, okay? They're not always right. And I remember there was a time during a domestic dispute that I was handcuffed and put in the back of a cruiser, and the cop is outside of the cruiser going through my purse, and he happened to see a photograph of my daughter who looked very voluptuous. I mean, my daughter's just gorgeous. And he actually, here I am handcuffed in the back of the cruiser. He comes around and he says, "Who is this?" It's none of his damn business, you know? And I realized what a creep. I should still report him. But when you're in an embarrassing situation like that, you're so embarrassed when you've been abused physically and mentally. You don't want anything in the limelight. You don't want to ruffle feathers. And I used to be just so embarrassed about how I was being treated that I wouldn't even make a police complaint. Now, let me tell you the story. I took my computer out of my company office. It was my computer, and I put it in my house so that I could work uninterrupted, because my husband at the time had invited a man into my office, and I had an adjoining little couch and kitchen for the employees to have their lunch, and I was not able to concentrate. So I was moving the computer out of my office to put into my house, and my ex reported this to the police and said I had destroyed everything. Well, no, I hadn't. I just removed my computer. So I was at the bank discussing how I could get my name off of the company, because it was my bank account, how I could get my name off and stop, just get my name off of the checkbook, right, out of the checking account. And so he said that I was acting erratic and whatever. So the cops met me at the bank, put me in the cruiser, handcuffed me, and then they took me to be, I guess, psychiatric counseling or something. And all these psychiatrists interviewed me, and I told them the whole thing. They go, "Oh, now we get it." They let me go. Can you imagine how upset my ex was when I walked in that house? And he tried to lunge at me and attack me again. And I remember running into the woods and hiding. And I had to call 911 again. And as you know, police cannot leave the scene until they see you and see that you're okay. I wish now I had filed charges. Yeah, but I was scared. Some women are so scared that they can't file charges because their life is even in more danger. You understand? A lot of people don't get this. But yeah, the cops let me go. And boy, did that change the whole dynamic of our relationship. And he looked at me and he goes, "Nothing will ever be the same." And I go, "Yeah, you got that damn right." Yeah. So usually if you got someone always calling someone else crazy or whatever, or mental, it's usually them that has the issue. I think that's called projection. But I am so glad that my life is pretty much calm and serene. I sleep good now. I sleep really good. My blood pressure is perfect. 120/80 the other day. I finally got doctors here. I got a doctor's. I'm getting some dental work, and so is my son and his girlfriend.